I did 18 years in the New South Wales Police Force and really enjoyed it. It was a great experience. Built up a lot of skills, but unfortunately after 18 years I was medically discharged. I feel I was at the peak of my career and I was doing quite well, so it was quite unfortunate, and when I was medically discharged I was sort of not in a good place. I really enjoyed being a police officer, especially being a detective. I thought I was going to be there until I was retired, 65. So yeah, and basically I built myself back up mentally and physically, and was looking to get back into the workforce but didn't know how to. I started speaking to Sean and he told me all about this program, and the way he explained it actually ignited a bit of enthusiasm in me. I thought, yeah, okay, and Sean being an ex-police officer, he spoke my language. I was able to do it at the start of this year, and that's when things changed, big time. To be honest, I was quite anxious. I didn't know what to expect. I was just quite anxious and thinking, was I doing the right thing? A little voice was saying, what's in it for them? These people are reaching out and helping me. That's unusual. Being an ex-police officer, you're very untrusting, at times. But just basically a fair bit of anxiety and just questioning whether I was doing the right thing. I felt, basically when I started to meet people and meet the ex-police that were there, I once again started to feel like I was part of something instead of the way I was sort of feeling being on the outside. So, I was buzzing, to be honest. I was really excited and thought, yeah, I'm going to give this a go, because 12 months ago when I started putting resumes in and getting no feedback, I got disheartened. I thought, I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't. And I sort of gave up, I guess. I still had the resume there, but I'd stopped putting in, and it wasn't until I bumped into you, Sean, at the expo, and then just being on that course, and the fact that you sat us down in a room over there actually and went through those, how to do an interview, that was brilliant. Because, like I said, I hadn't done an interview since 1992. So to sit down with you guys and to role play an interview, it tested out my how much stress I could handle, and it amazed me. All of a sudden, initially, I didn't do so well, but by the second and third interview, and by the telephone interview that you guys did with us, I was going okay. And you guys gave me some really good positive feedback, some constructive feedback. And I thought, yeah, I can do this. I can really do this. And lo and behold, when I finished the course, got 2 job interviews. So that was my first interview since 1992, and all thanks to you guys and this course, I was able to get through it, and I wasn't shaking, I wasn't full of anxiety, I didn't have to run to the toilet. I got through it, and I walked out of there, walked on air, because I thought, wow, I got through that. And it was because of you guys, because of the course. If I hadn't done the course, I wouldn't have done that. The very next day, I got an interview for the current job that I'm in now. It was a telephone interview, went for an hour. I killed it, because I'd just been through that experience for 2 hours, plus all the skills you guys have given me, and I got that job. And this will be my 5th day today when I get to work at 11 o'clock. Yeah, definitely. I went from being medically discharged, getting myself well, and then I started taking the kids to school. In terms of the family life, I always had it in the back of my head that my kids looked at me and said, oh, Dad doesn't do much. They don't care if you make their lunches, drive them to school, mop the floors, vacuum, do it. That doesn't matter. They don't see any of that, even if you do it right in front of them, They just see, oh, Dad's sitting on the couch watching TV again, he doesn't work. They get asked at school, what's your dad do? It shouldn't matter, but it did. It eroded away, I guess, my own confidence. And now that I actually feel it's a good feeling to say, get home and say, hi kids, how was school? It's like how it used to be, Or if before I left today, I said goodbye to them all, and I'll see when I finish work. It's a nice feeling. It's built my confidence. I don't know. I'm hoping that's going to have a positive effect on my kids. They're going to see me and say, oh, okay, we saw where Dad was, and we can see where he's going. So, I think it's had a really positive effect on the family life. Most definitely, to be honest, I didn't think I'd work again. I honestly didn't think I'd work again, and I was waiting for the disability pension or whatever it is coming around, and I was told that, and I believed it, and I probably believed it before I was told. Just where I was in 2012 when I was medically discharged, I honestly didn't think I was going to work again. So, yeah, to be where I am today is incredible. But I've got to say it again: if you blokes weren't there, and if you weren't ex-police, like that's very important. The fact that you are ex-police and you relate, that makes me feel comfortable. 100%. So when I walked away from here after 4 days, that wasn't it. Sean said I could ring him at any time, and unfortunately for him, I did ring him at any time. And Sean played a massive role in getting this current job that I'm in. He spoke to the particular recruiter. He actually forwarded my resume to the recruiter. So he did that part, and then obviously I had to get it over the line by doing the interview. So together as a bit of a team, I got this job. So I'm very thankful to Sean for his help in that. But I was able to ring him. I sent him emails. He looked at my resume. He edited it. He changed it, obviously with my permission. But I didn't feel like I'd done the 4 days and then left to wander the wilderness again.